Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? It is March 3rd, 2022. It is 11:30 a.m. Shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Um Shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As well as my would-be subscribers. Welcome, welcome, okay? And even those spectating and just, coming to look. Hello. This is gonna be part 2 to my missing people cases right now that are still open. Hopefully you saw part 1 to understand what's going on with part 2 right now. Um I was getting the cars together and these cars fell out for my locations. Basically we're doing locations on them right now, okay? We left off with classic and sincere, okay? If there's a preferable last name, please put it down in the comments what the last names are, okay? So we can be respectful to their proper names, okay? These cars had fell out. So Spirit told me to stop here. Because, I was literally just shuffling. These came out before I even asked the question. These came out when I finally did ask the question, okay? So these two right here already had questions on them, but everything else I already had a feel on it, but I wanted to make sure that I documented it this time because we are going to be working more with the location cards. So I wanted to make sure that I started going into not only what I was feeling, what I was seeing, what I was hearing, but before I go into what happened with these cars, I want to go back over part 1. Okay, there was a lot of things that happened in part 1 that I had to say forgive me for, because there were things that came out that as I was reading, I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't want that to be said. It was a few things that was said that I'm hoping that you guys can forgive me about. I do apologize for those things that was said, but those were what was told to me as well. So I have to be honest with what's happening and what we might be seeing and what you might be hearing if we go all the way to court with this, okay? And that would be a trifling thing to do to those kids. That would be a trifling thing to do. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Did they not do some trifling things for the past year and some change now? Did they not do some trifling things when they finally reported them missing? So trifling is not beyond what's going on with them. They're going to hold this off to the end. And I want to remind people of a few things, okay? We know at minimum, them babies was gone 3 months in advance. But you got to be smarter than that, okay? And quicker. You got to be smarter and quicker than that, okay? Think about something. They got the keys for that place in Cal City September, 10th or somewhere around that time, at the beginning of September. Okay, and they moved September 30th, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they had a few weeks to gather their things and get the hell up out of there. All right, they was able to move fairly quickly. Correct, they was ready to go. So what that's telling me, okay, it was exactly the 6 months, like Spirit had said, that they may have been dead 3 months prior to that, and you get what I'm saying? So this is the head start that they had on hiding those babies and doing whatever happened or allowing, you get what I'm saying? So in the lies, and the people who helped the lies, when they was asked about that shit, okay? They never thought that it could be traced back somehow. I don't know why they never thought that, I don't know why they didn't think that. I don't know why they thought they had it locked in the bag in Cal City for some reason. If they said the babies was gone, then that's when the babies was gone. No, baby, spirit knows and sees what you ain't gonna say and talk about, okay? And that's what we're learning right now. Okay, that's what everybody needs to know. What happened in the dark will come to light. I want you to think about those words. Think about those words. What happened in the dark. That's, of course, on the surface, what you see and what you don't see will come to light, will come to light, will come out to folks, correct? But I want you to look deeper into those meanings. What happened in the dark? What happened in hate? What happened in evil? What happened in the dark, okay, in the abyss? What happened on the dark side, okay, will be revealed by the light. Does that make sense? So that's what's happening right now, guys, okay? That's what's happening right now. I want y'all to understand what's happening right now, okay? It has to. It has to, especially when you got two babies. Had it happened to just one, maybe it could have been all forgiven, but because of which one it happened to, unfortunately, that subsequently, allegedly, is saying that the second one had to go as well, okay? Let's talk about, like I said, the first one real quick. Quick notes. I want y'all to, if you haven't, or if you have still, go back over the video and pay attention to my ball. There was a whole movie that happened on there. A whole freaking movie. And then what was really crazy was when I realized that it was both boys that I was staring at, I realized that where one of the boys was looking down at, okay, one of the boys was somewhere around here. And he kept looking down. He was looking down here, but the way how it was angled, it also looked like they was looking at this ball. So now I have to go back over the video and pay attention what was being seen on this ball over here. But baby, I can only imagine what's being seen now, okay? I'm not scrying right now. I'm just going through the cards. Now, one thing that I haven't done is scried with the cards. Interesting. We might be able to try something like that. Let me see. Like I said, we had a lot of notes. Let's go through part one, and like I said, we're gonna go through these cards. So we talked about the scrying, going back over the video, pay attention to my center ball there, and also the second ball. What else was talked about in these papers? Let me see. I can go back over the papers myself right here, right? It said something about the landscaping. Any burn marks in the landscaping. Said something about trickery, plan, proposal. The key phrases. Yeah, let's go back over the key phrases. Premeditated. New beginnings, a decision made, rethinking plans, impulsive, abusive, greed, mattered, is what I'm thinking. This is what they said, mattered, like they mattered. Missed opportunities, delay in getting money due to breach in contract or promise, sacrifice, ego for higher cause. Proposal of a plan, willing to risk it all for a new beginning. Look on the kids' laptop on how to get away with it. Look into their history, but it specifically spoke about the kids. So, I don't like talking about that. I don't like talking about that certain cases might actually involve the kids being involved in whatever happened. And unfortunately, they're still, we're going to have to pray for all parties involved in this, okay? There was a lot that I skimped over that I'm not going to talk about. We're going to go into the location, okay? Simple as that. If you didn't see part one, go over part one so you can understand that I shouldn't have to go back over everything. I went over some keywords, and I want you to pay attention to the cards that came out and see if in any way it makes any sense to you. This card right here never came out before until Gabby put Tito's case, all right? And she took a picture like this. And what this card tells me, all right, is it depends on what draws your attention. It don't matter what the card is, it's what draws your attention. What draws my attention to this card is the pumpkin, okay? And what the pumpkin tells me is that they're above ground, okay? This looks like a little tree stump to me here. All right, this looks like a little tree right here to me. I want you to pay attention to that. Are you looking at this? Can you get this? Yeah, there, yeah. Okay, so a tree that looks something similar to this. Okay. But what it says to me is that they may be above ground. Okay. What else did I say? Somewhere before can trace back to location, knowing your murderer. Okay. It's what I got on this card here. This gave me flower arrangements. Okay, that also confirmed what we already knew. It says, Spirit present to reader. Thank you. This is the Spirit also presenting you with flowers as well. Okay? Saying thank you for looking into the case. All right? They're so sweet. Them boys so sweet. When I looked into this card, this gave me legalities. This told me others knowing. This gave me somebody spilling tea. Okay, somebody spilling major tea right there, honey. Somebody spilling tea, people knowing things. What else I wrote back here? Others speaking, the streets talking. Like I said, legalities and speaking and spilling tea. This card right here gives me like a Six of Swords kind of feel here. Also pay attention to this guy, how he's moving forward. Don't this give you like a Six of Swords feel? Okay, for those who's into tarot. As a matter of fact, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Don't just look like that picture. I put on moving on. I like the Six of Swords. Leaving the past in the past. Starting anew. Not looking back. Callous exit. Moving to calmer waters. So yeah, that definitely put things in perspective. All right. This card right here gave me monkeying around, playing dumb / stupid, pretending, see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. So this giving me about the kids here, okay? Here's the thing. Just like any being, because these are mammals, okay? Any being or mammal can be trained, correct? So the mammal, as we know, even with slavery, that you're only as smart as you're allowed to educate. Remember that, okay? If there was a way to educate monkeys, we would be in trouble. All right. So with that, and that's what the purpose for Planet of the Apes is about. Okay. Let's not be too stupid. All right. Understand our position. Understand why we got our position, and understand there may be somebody was dumb enough to do it out there, what they call it, a multiverse out there, that actually may have happened, okay? And who knows? Who knows? All right, but we're not there yet. But what this card right here was saying that this gave me about the kids also. This gave me about them being in fear. Like, you know, when they be like, ooh, 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 you know, like, like, I'm being in trouble. They see that, like, they, like, you know, when they get excited because they saw something, they get rallied up easily. It was something about the training. There's a lot about this card that came out. And like I said, so much had came out with just these. I'm telling you, I literally just started to shuffle the cards and these cards came out. So I'm like, let me stop right here. A chocolate bar. This right here is the lovers. Okay, it says a chocolate bar was received from the Admiral Richard Byrd's Cashapp at the South Pole. At the South Pole, it was still edible after being frozen for 60 years. Fun fact. Interesting. Interesting fun fact. So they what let me read this one before I go here. We got the chariot, okay? Both of them know where where them babies at. Okay? They both know where they at. They both playing stupid and they both playing dumb. But here's the fun fact here. This is the chariot for some reason. The longhorn. The Texas longhorn steer's horn can measure over 9 feet, 2.7 meters from tip to tip. This is the widest horn span in the bovine world, in the bovine world, I guess in the cow world. Over 9 feet. Don't know what that means, but this is the chariot, okay? So that means, and it's right here. So they were definitely placed somewhere before they moved. They both know what happened. The kids saw what happened. Everybody's playing dumb. But what I'm seeing from Spirit is one of them gonna have to roll on each other. Of course, you can't make them testify against one another. It would be smart for them to try to beat this together, but at the same time, there ain't no beating this together. One gonna have to roll on. They gonna have to be smart enough to understand that there's been a lot of lies. There's been a lot of lies in deceit that done happened. Okay, what was at the top here was how everybody was looking at them. Look at everybody looking at them. You lying son of a bitches. You lying son of a bitches. Look at everybody looking at them. You lying son of a bitches. You lying son of, you lying son of a bitch. Everybody looking at them like, if I could slap you, bitch. Others knowing of something foul has occurred, of great knowing, public judgment from past knowing. Okay, that's what was this at right here. At the bottom, let's talk about somewhere high. Okay, talking about somewhere high. What was this fun fact? The sun. Yeah, it's gonna come out. It's definitely gonna come out. It has no choice but to come out. It has no choice but to come out, unfortunately, okay? I want you guys to put somewhere in the comments real quick. I'm going to stop this recording. I'm not going to record it too long. I'm going to get my decks together again, start over, start clean, start with the area being clean, because I honestly didn't clean the area like I was supposed to before starting this read. So I want you to go ahead and put it down in the comments, some locations, some people that you may want for Orange, excuse me, baby, Classic and Cincere, okay, places you want me to ask about, we'll pick them out and we'll do a read and see what comes out about. All right, in part 3. And we're going to continue on with our locations for everybody, okay? Till next time, you guys, please like, subscribe, and share to this content, because not only does it help the channel, it also helps those who's seeking this information, okay? Till next time, you guys, all right? I'm going to grab me something to eat real quick, and I'm going to come right back and start with part 3 and see if we can get into some of these Oracle location decks, and also go back into these as well and see if we can clarify some of these places, all right? So till next time, you guys, please stay safe, stay blessed, and you better stay tuned.